Hi, my name is Professor Haas. I am a marketing PhD candidate as well as an instructor of marketing, and I want to share with you what I'm teaching my students this week. All right, so in my last video, I went ahead and went over the marketing research process. So you define the research problem, establish the research design, you search secondary sources, collect the data, analyze the data, and then report the findings. So anytime you work for a firm, really, this is probably going to be the process that you're going to go through, especially if you have a problem and you need to contact consumers about this. This process allows you to really do this in a systematic way, in a clear way, so other employees can understand you. And the goal is to answer the research question that you define in the first step. And so that question is also going to guide you in what your research design is. So there are a lot of different kinds, but first and foremost, you really need to understand what type of research you're trying to conduct. Do you want to do exploratory research? This happens where, you don't really know the answer to what your question is, and you're trying to discover it. Then you have what's called descriptive research, where you want to understand trends, patterns, relationships between variables. So you have a hunch, right? So you want to sort of describe what is going on, probably more so in a numeric way. And then you have causal research. So this is when you know that there's a relationship, but you want to know why this happens, and you want to set this up in isolation. So usually an experimental design is the avenue that you'll go. You're looking for the cause and effect. You want to confirm what's going on, especially in isolation, so you can take away all of those variables. In descriptive research, really, it's not causal because there's a lot of different variables that go into it. The goal of causal research is really to take out all of those extra variables and make sure that something is happening in that isolation to prove that it is causing this change in Y. Now, when we look at exploratory research, a lot of people do discredit exploratory research because this is a really great opportunity to conduct qualitative research. And the way that I teach my students is essentially when you look at data, it really is just the summation of a population. And exploratory and more so qualitative research is when you zoom in on one data point and really understand them in a deep way. So really with exploratory, your design might be either a survey or you might also do qualitative research. So you might do focus groups or interviews and code the data from there. On the other hand, descriptive, you probably are going to end up doing survey work in some way, shape, or form. And then finally, with causal, again, you're going to run an experiment. I hope that this helps. Thanks so much for listening. Let me know if you have any questions, and feel free to hit that follow button if you're interested in learning about more marketing academics.